Welcome back to Newsbeat. We're turning now to sports with Erik Vollenweider. And Erik, from what I hear, it was a pretty busy weekend for LSU sports.
That's right, Abe. 5 LSU sports teams in action this weekend. Really crazy weekend. 4 of those at LSU. In a jam-packed weekend for LSU sports, the LSU soccer team was looking to do something it had never done in the history of the program: advance to the second weekend of the NCAA tournament. Now let's take you to the highlights. Both teams would both score 1 goal in regulation, which leads to a shootout. Mallory Rutledge gets her first one blocked. Mary Schmidt for A&M puts the Aggies up 1-0. However, Aggies take 3-1 lead to keep the Tigers in the match. Brittany Lowe brings the goal 3-2. Emily Peterson with a game-clinching goal past Mo Isom. The LSU Tigers devastated on the match. 4-2 loss ends what arguably can be considered the program's most successful season. Tigers finished second in both the SEC regular season and tournament, and ended the season ranked 11 and 14 in both major polls. Moving to a sport where you're allowed to use your hands, the men's basketball team hosted their first round of the NIT tip-off last night. In the first quarter, Tigers down 6-2. However, with a big-time block, Bo Spencer transitions down the field, throws the alley-oop to Dennis Harris, who had 10 points on the night for the Tigers. And Bo Spencer once again jukes a man to the floor out of his shoes, misses the shot, but Storm Warren is there to clean it up. Warren with a double-double, 12 points and 14 points and 12 rebounds. Fans happy with their Tigers in the first half. However, Indiana State would channel their inner Larry Bird, knocks down 2 straight three-pointers to bring the Sycamores within 6 points. However, the Tigers' defense and athleticism would take over. Dennis Harris once again with another highlight reel dunk right here. As Bill Walton would say, throw it down, big man, throw it down. And the Tigers would hold on to win the game 56-45. Storm Warren contributed his second double-double in his mini games with 14 points and 12 rebounds. Tigers return to action tonight at 7 against Western Kentucky. Winner of that game advances to the NIT final round in New York City. Now let's take a trip on the bandwagon as the LSU women's basketball team also opened up their regular season Sunday. And that's not a misprint, ladies and gentlemen. The Tigers defeated Centenary 92-19. As usual, Allison Hightower led the way for the Tigers, dropping in 20 points on the night. Also, ESPN named Hightower second-team All-American just today. Tigers will host Middle Tennessee State tomorrow night inside the PMAC at 7 o'clock. And finally, there was a football game on campus this weekend as well. LSU hosted Louisiana Tech in what should have been an easy win to celebrate homecoming. But Louisiana Tech proved once again that in college football, anything is possible. LSU trying to avenge their loss last week to Alabama, trying not to put together a performance like they did against Troy last year. In the first quarter, Jarrett Lee in replacement of Jordan Jefferson finds Brandon LaFell 38-yard touchdown. However, Lee would not have a good day, went 7 for 22 for only 105 yards. The only Tiger touchdown in the first half. They would go to halftime down 13-10. However, that's when Keelan Williams turned on the afterburners. 3-yard rush right here puts the Tigers up 17-13. And then Keelan from 9 yards out with the game-clinching touchdown with a great stiff arm on the play. Brings it in, puts the Tigers up 24-13. The Tigers would hold on in the last few minutes and salvage a 24-16 victory. Keelan Williams was a lone bright spot for the Tigers, seeing a rush for 116 yards and 2 scores. The Tigers will now head on the road to face Ole Miss. And they have final game of the regular season, LSU Arkansas, 7 o'clock Saturday night at Tiger Stadium.
All right. Thanks, Erik.
Thanks, Erik.